Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the placement of the fourth lord in various houses. Before beginning my topic today, I want to let my viewers who like to listen to me in Hindi know that I have made a new channel in the Hindi language where you can find all the same videos in the Hindi language. So I am giving the link to my Hindi video in the description box of this video so that you can easily access that. So now we'll talk about the placement of the fourth lord. So friends, fourth house being the Kendra house is a very important and a very powerful house because the Kendra houses are the Vishnu sthans. They are the houses of power. These are the houses of throne. So if you have a strong fourth house, it means that you are going to be very, very famous. You are going to be uplifted in your life. And if the fourth lord is making a connection with the first house or with the fifth house or with the ninth house, then it is making a Raj Yoga. So that is also a promise of rising up in life to attain name, fame, and wealth. So there are certain houses where the fourth lord will not do well. Even in the Upche houses, the fourth lord will not give you good results unless it is associated with a benefic planet or it is associated with a trine lord, that is the fifth lord, even the first lord, or the ninth lord. So there are always some riders which are attached with all the combinations that we are studying of planets in various houses. The fourth house, wherever it will sit, will tell you the house through which you will get your happiness, because the fourth house is all about the things that give you happiness. It is basically the house of happiness. So wherever it sits, that house becomes the source of your happiness. So many a times you will see that the fourth lord may be sitting in XYZ house, but still you are not able to attain the happiness that you expect through that house. Why is it so? The reason is simple. Either the fourth lord is afflicted, or it is in Papkartri, or the fourth lord may have gone to its enemy sign or to its debilitated sign. These are some of the reasons that you can think of why the fourth lord is not giving you desired happiness through a XYZ house wherever it is placed. Now, this is the house which will tell you about your secondary school education. This is also the house of learning. So, whenever the dasha of the fourth lord will get activated, you will see that you have enrolled yourself for some course, for some studies, whether it is a part time study course or a full fledged degree course. So, the fourth house is always giving you some kind of education, some kind of learning. This is the house of home also, of your homeland also. So whenever we are doing the study of a person shifting to a foreign land, then then the fourth house study becomes mandatory. Of course, we cannot ignore the ninth house and 12th house, and I plan to make a separate video of the foreign settlement also after I complete the series of these house lords. Then I will make a video on the placement or on the promise of settlement in a foreign land. So the fourth house will also tell you your close friends, your relatives, your domestic life, and the things that are meant to give you comforts. This is the house of your peace of mind also. And this is the house of your mother also. Most importantly, the person who gives you tremendous amount of happiness. And this is the house of mass falling also, of masses also. So if you feel that you are having sufficient size of mass following, it means that you have a very powerful fourth house. How we are going to perform in school shall also be seen through the fourth house. So what would be its result in different houses? Let's start now. So if the fourth lord is placed in the first house, it means that you are a self-made person, because it is sitting 10 places away from itself. So it is already making a Raj Yoga, sitting in the Kendra trine house, that is your first house, and being the Kendra lord. it will give you excellent results. So the person will attain all the riches, all the happiness, all the comforts in his life through his self efforts or through his profession. The vehicles, the conveyances are also to be seen from the fourth house. I forgot to tell about that. And one more thing, if you have got malefics present here in the fourth house, if the malefics are present here, they are casting a direct argala on your first house. So, like, suppose you have a malefic like Mars present here, it means you are a person who is very short tempered or who is very assertive about himself, who could be very angersome, because Mars is associated with all these things. So, it is giving a activation to your ascendant, that is your own self, of the qualities that Mars possesses. So it means you are going to have the traits of planet Mars if it is present in your fourth house. Suppose you have Ketu present here, you will be very detached. And if it is a afflicted Ketu, then it will act like a Mars. And if you have got Saturn present in your fourth house, it means that you are going to be very detached person, very cold hearted person, and you could also be very saintly. Similarly, Rahu also behaves like Saturn. So if these planets are in their enemy signs, then they will really give you bad results. But if they are in friendly signs, then they can give good results to the ascendant. So if you have got lots of benefics present here, or even a single benefic, then that will make your temperament very cool and you will be favored by a lot of people. So like the planets that are posited in these houses does matter a lot. So if the fourth house lord is sitting in your second house is 11 places away from itself, so it means that it is going to give you profits related to your land through your family or through your wealth. So you may either get you can say income or rental income through your properties, and you may have a vast circle of family who are always visiting you, so the family network would be quite big, and you may gain through your education. And you will also see that whatever you want to study, you will be able to study up to that extent due to the placement of the second lord in the 11th house. Of course, you will also have gains coming through your mother, and your mother would be the person who would teach you values. Now, the fourth lord sitting in the third house, it is sitting 12 places away from itself. The third house is all about your valor, it's your efforts, it's your courage, and it's your communication and your younger siblings. So it means you are going to get good results of all these things because the Kendra Lord has now come to the third house. But the problem is not like completed here. The thing is that fourth Lord sitting in the third house will weaken the fourth house. So it means your education may be having some issues, or you may have to study by staying away from your home, or um, in your usual life you will see that you are always away from your home due to some pretext or the other. Sometimes mother's health or her happiness could also be curtailed with this placement of the fourth lord in the third house. Now you will I will tell you the final points here. Suppose the fourth house is having Aquarius sign. It means the third house will have Capricorn sign. So it means even if the fourth lord is sitting in the third house, it will give you good results because it is sitting in its own sign here. So it is going to promote the fourth house also. So it means that mother could be usually away for work, or you may be studying extra hard to achieve good score, and you may build your assets through your own efforts. So you may also buy a land away from your home, maybe in a foreign place. But if the fourth lord is sitting in the enemy sign, then there could be miseries attached with the fourth house. Or if it is sitting in a debilitated sign, then there could be some major losses related to the fourth house activities. even the mother's happiness could be curtailed here. So you have to give importance to the signs where the fourth lord is sitting in various houses. So now if the fourth lord is sitting in the fourth house itself, so it is definitely going to promote the qualities of the fourth. So you will study well, you will have lots of comforts, you will have a comfortable house, you may be living in your own house, your mother would be very loving and caring towards you, your relatives would be there with you always to give you company, and you will see that you may have some very strong friends who will be there with you in your thick and thin. So good results are seen, and you may have a good mass following also, you could be very popular also. So it's the house of throne, that is why you will see that you will attain a high position through this placement, but it should not be afflicted or it should not be debilitated. If the fourth lord is sitting in the fourth house, it can't be debilitated, but it can be afflicted, then it will give you contrary results. There could be severe losses. Now, if the fourth lord has gone to the fifth house, it means it is now sitting two places away from itself, and it is making a beautiful Raj Yoga, because the fourth house is Kendra and the fifth house is Trine. So Kendra Trine connection has been built. So these people will do very well, exceptionally well in their studies, and they will have lots of conveniences in life, lots of cars, lots of properties, and mother related happiness or mother's wealth coming through mother could also be there. So they are usually happily placed people if the fourth lord is sitting in the fifth house. You can also buy lots of properties and have gains coming through that. If the fourth lord is sitting in the fifth house, it means that you may have to do expenditure on your children, or your children may be placed in a foreign land. Now we'll talk about, yeah, one more thing. So if the fourth lord is sitting in the fifth house, it means that you could be romantically involved with the person who started with you as a very good friend, and then that could convert into romantic involvement. Now the fourth lord in the sixth house is not a good position, because it is now combining with the dusthana. Sixth house is your dusthana. So it means that these people will suffer litigation or theft, or it is also making a accident yoga. Fourth and the sixth house connection builds the accident yoga, and there could be possibilities of disturbed domestic life, and these people could be brought up by somebody else other than their mother. It could be somebody in their family circle, or it could be their stepmother. So if the fourth lord is sitting in the sixth and it is well placed in its own sign or exaltation, then these people could be very competitive and they will work very hard to attain good position, and through their competitiveness, through their positive attitude, they will get very good results in their education. But if the fourth lord is sitting in its neutral sign or enemy sign or debilitation, then very contrary results are seen, and you may be uh, prone towards theft or accidents or anything negative associated with the fourth house. So if it is sitting in the enemy sign, the parents could be divorced, and if it is sitting in a debilitated sign, then there could be actual loss of mother also with this placement. Now we'll talk about the placement of the fourth lord in the seventh house. So the seventh house is fourth to fourth, so it's a very powerful placement. So you are going to study very much. So as much as you desire, you will have all the comforts of life, you will have a very loving caring husband, and you will do very well in business also. But there is a catch. If the fourth lord is sitting in the enemy sign, or if it is debilitated, then there could be a break in engagement for that native, and these people could also be very undereducated. They may not study well, and if it is debilitated in the seventh house, then there could be loss of partner also. So you have to give importance to the signs where the fourth lord is placed. Fourth lord in the eighth house means it is sitting 5 places away from itself. And the eighth house is all about the hidden things. So it means the fourth house being your peace of mind. So your mind is like finding peace in the study of the hidden things. So you could be too much into the studies of occult sciences, which involves astrology, tarot, numerology, tantric vidya. And if the fourth lord is in its own sign, or if it is getting exalted here, then you may study tantra vidya and you will be very good at that. Or you could be a occultist having knowledge of various fields of occult, and you will do very well in that. And if it is debilitated in the eighth house, then there are negative results of the fourth. Mother's happiness could be curtailed, and loss of land, litigation, fear of accidents. And these are also those people who may settle in a foreign land. So any association of the fourth lord with the sixth, eighth, or 12th can lead you up in a foreign country. So I'll make a separate video on the combination for settlement in a foreign land. But after completing this series, now the fourth lord in the eighth house is also going to cause some fear of accidents or suddenness of events. So the fourth lord sitting in the ninth house is a good placement. Yeah, one more thing. Fourth lord in the eighth house can give addiction issues also, because the eighth house is also about addictions. So you have to here do some remedies so as to get rid of the addictions. Now the fourth lord sitting in the ninth house is a good placement, because these people will get everything with the blessings of Mahalakshmi. So again, it is a Kendra and Trikona Raj Yoga. So you will attain good position in life through your hard work, through your job, through your service, and you will be always very righteous. You will try to follow the path of dharma, and you will be a favorite of many people. So great fan following with this placement. Fourth lord in the 10th house is again a good placement, because it is now sitting from one kendra to another kendra, which is very powerful. So you will do some work which will be as per your education, as per your qualification, or you will be doing that work which involves construction or irrigation or agriculture or botany or nursing, or interiors. So your work could be associated with one of these things. And see, I remember when I was studying, my guru used to tell me, if the fourth house is strong, the 10th house will go down. If the 10th house is strong, the fourth house will go down. That's because if a person is focusing on his career, he will neglect his domestic life. If he's focusing majorly on his domestic life, then the career would go down. It's very rare that both of them are in equilibrium. So fourth lord sitting in the 10th house shows that your major attachment could be related to your work, and due to which the home life will suffer, because now the fourth lord is sitting as a marka in the markesh house to the fourth. 10th house is the markesh for the fourth house. So it will like disturb your family happiness, and it is a markesh for mother also, because mothers are to be seen from the fourth, and the 10th house is the markesh of the mother house. So now we will study fourth lord in the 11th house. So it is sitting 8 places away from itself. So it means that you will definitely have your wishes getting fulfilled. And the moment you will see a wish getting fulfilled, you will have some major transition in life, because it is sitting 8 places away. And this placement can also give some health problems to your mother, because fourth house is your mother and 11th house is eighth to that. If you have a malefic in the 11th house, then it can give some serious health problems like surgeries to the mother. If you have benefics placed in the 11th house, then also it can bring some health concerns to your mother during the period of those planets which are posited in the 11th house. So of course you will have gains related to your education, properties and everything, but these gains will also bring with them some major transformations in your life. So now we'll study about the fourth lord in the 12th house. It is placed 9 places away from itself. So it means that your luck would not favor you in your own country, and you may not even have your own homeland. So education could also suffer, and mother's happiness could also suffer. But if the fourth lord is sitting exalted in the 12th house or in its own sign, then it will give you everything. So you could also expect to settle in a foreign land. And there is another condition: if the fourth lord is getting debilitated in the 12th house, it means that you may get an opportunity to travel in a foreign land, but because it is debilitated, you will have to come back again. So the sign here plays a very important role. So friends, that was all about the placement of the fourth lord in various houses. Stay connected, and very soon I will bring my next video of the placement of the sixth lord in different houses. And do share this video with your friends if you feel that you have learned something new from my video. Stay connected. Be blessed.